In a world where all orders of government lack the resources they need to fund the overwhelming demand for infrastructure, we wanted to find additional ways to mobilize private capital to fund new projects. 2 weeks ago, we introduced the legislation into Parliament to create the Canada Infrastructure Bank. If approved by Parliament, the Infrastructure Bank will supplement our existing funding programs and enable us to collectively build more new infrastructure projects across Canada. The bank would have multiple roles: investing in infrastructure projects that have revenue-generating potential, serving as a center for expertise or on projects using private investors, and advising all orders of government on the design of revenue-generating projects. It would add loans, loan guarantees, and equity participation to our toolkit. Many infrastructure projects will have no need for the bank, but those that do, we will work with willing partners to deliver even more infrastructure that our Canadian communities need. I see Aaron here, Aaron Corey, the new CEO of Infrastructure Ontario. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations as well as on your new role. And as we know, your organization has been an inspiration for us in terms of how to build something that lasts and can evolve based on experience. Your organization started small a decade ago with one courthouse, then moved on to healthcare, now into transit, housing, and others. But they did not try to do everything right away. They developed, matured, and have become a trusted institution that I expect will play a key role in infrastructure in this province for decades, and we want to learn from your experience. So that is our goal for the bank, for the Infrastructure Bank. We want to work together, get it right, evolve as we go to respond to what we see. I want to say very plainly that P3s will continue to play a critical role in the delivery of infrastructure across this country. The Infrastructure Bank will build more projects across the country, and P3 will be used to deliver many of these exciting projects. We have seen what P3 model can deliver here in Ontario with the Gordie Howe International Bridge project, and I have seen through my experience in Edmonton's LRT the value of the private sector can bring to the table in terms of design and delivery. So my friends, we live in a world that is smaller and more connected than ever before. Every day we see examples of countries that are pushing the limits on innovation and cities that are driving infrastructure investments. And more Canadian cities are carving out their own places as leaders on the world stage. That is why we want to work with people like you who are in this room, our municipalities, our provinces, to ensure Canadian communities have the access to the best possible option for infrastructure investments, ensuring an innovative and a prosperous future for the country for generations to come. Thank you so much for having me here today.